So my preceptor, she is a supervisor for the dietitians at the organization that I'm at, and they're right now looking for some dietitians to hire onto the team because they're really understaffed. So I actually got the opportunity to sit in for an interview with one of the candidates, and I just wanted to kind of share some key takeaways from that. So this candidate, upon looking at her resume, has 20 years of dietitian experience, mostly working in policy with the USDA. So, had pretty high hopes for what, this candidate was going to bring to the interview. So it was a Zoom interview, and so, we were waiting in the lobby in Zoom for 10 minutes, and the candidate was nowhere to be found. So this was 10 minutes past her scheduled interview time. So my preceptor was about to be like, okay, yeah, she's not showing up, and until she suddenly comes on the screen. And so instead of being, in my opinion, when I think of an interview, especially on Zoom, I'm stationary, I've got a nice top on, my hair's done, I look nice. I'm in a stable area, I'm not moving the camera all around. This candidate was almost running. I don't know where she was running to, but she was outside. Camera, it was clear it was on her phone. Camera was moving all over the place. We were like, whoa, what's going on here? So initially, she's a couple minutes late. Camera's all over the place. It's kind of cutting in and out because she's moving all around. So not a great first impression, upon the initial, couple minutes of her interview. So my preceptor kind of goes through some questions, and my preceptor is definitely a younger dietitian compared to the candidates. And so, for some reason, the candidate felt, I'm not really sure why she had such a condescending tone when she answered all of my preceptor's questions, and it was just, it was not a great tone to have with your future potential supervisor, and I was like, ooh, I'm not sure why she's talking to her like this. And, some of the answers to her questions were very blunt and didn't, really expand upon her expertise in areas and, what exactly she was going to bring to the team. And so another thing that happened was, so my preceptor was kind of like, how would you fit in on the team, and what experience do you have working with underserved communities? And she's pretty much the candidate pretty much was just like, oh, I've got 20 years experience, so that should be enough to kind of carry me through. And I was like, oh my gosh. It just was, I think overall, to not make this video too long, my key takeaway was, no matter how old of a dietitian I am, no matter how many years of experience I get, I will always go into an interview, be very professional, with so much respect, and, never treat, the person who's interviewing me, with any disrespect. And I always want to keep a really big level of professionalism, no matter what job I'm interviewing for. So that was kind of interesting that I got to sit in for that, and yeah.